Hello everyone, it's just a dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing on this Eufy S1 robot vacuum cleaner. So here's everything that comes in the box. 2 brushes, we get a power cord, we get some solution. Here's the robot, and here's the base station. Now be careful, taking everything out was extremely heavy. So up here, this is the clean water tank. Now we're going to have to add the detergent right here. This is the dust bag. Once in a while, it does come with this installed, but you will have to replace this after a while. The robot's going to vacuum your house, come back, and then everything gets sucked out of the robot into this dust bag. Here's the Eufy solution. We got to take this off right here. Yeah, we got to tear that off. It's not going to come out, but it's going to get pierced whenever we install it. So see, there's something right there. So let's put it in, push down, and back in, and it stays like that. Up top, we do have a touch screen, and on the round back, this is the dirty water tank. So we're going to open this up. There's a max line. We're just going to put fresh water in here. Now around back, you've got to plug the power cord in. There is no switch back here. You do have to plug this in also. It's at a 90-degree angle. The power cord is 6 feet long. And when it's mop cleaning, 35 watts, dust collecting, 900 watts, and when it's drying and charging, 210 watts. You can plug it into 100 to 120 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. Down here is a little tray that we can clean out once in a while. This is where the dirty water is going to empty into. We can take this over to the sink and clean that. There's where the hot air is going to, or not the hot air, but it actually is hot air. It's going to blow out and dry the mop pad. Here's where it auto empties. There are some sensors here. There is some tape on both sides. Make sure you get that tape off. There's where it's going to charge the robot. And then here is where this one's an alignment pin. This is where it fills the robot with water and solution. Okay, here's the robot. Now they want you to leave this plastic on for the first couple times it cleans your house, because when it maps your house and the first couple times it cleans your house, it's going to bump into things and you can put no-go zones in certain areas. It's to help protect it, but we definitely have to remove these. There's nothing on the sensor. There is a light. This has the AIC. Now, when you eventually do need to remove it, you're going to remove this, and then there's also another piece. I'm going to go ahead and remove mine now. Now this does have LiDAR. It's underneath here. That's going to have a spinning LiDAR that's going to help map your house, help with obstacle avoidance. We got 2 buttons on the top here. Another sensor. Make sure to get all this plastic off. Come around back. Here's the dirty water tank. There's where it's going to charge it. No more tape. All right, we've got some instructions back here on the lid. Here is the dust bin. So once in a while you will have to clean this. But the robot's going to go around your house, vacuum everything up into this dust bin. But it does have a filter that we do need to clean once in a while. It's very simple. You're just going to wash it, let it dry, and then put it back. And then everything auto empties out the bottom. We do have a power switch right here. We've got a Wi-Fi reset switch. This is where you're going to be emptying, or you'll be taking the dirty water tank off. You will have to, now this comes all assembled. I just want to show this to you. Press these buttons. This is the dirty water tank. As it goes around the mop pad, it's going to be having water, clean water and solution put on it. It's going to scrape the stuff up and get scraped off of here into the dirty water tank. And then at the end of the job, everything gets dumped out of the dirty water tank right here. But you do have to take this apart once in a while and clean it. It's very simple. Comes apart. There's these little things here that come off. Once in a while you do have to take this out. Yeah, you will have to take this out. This is the scraper. It's designed to come out and to be cleaned over in the sink. Comes straight out. That little screen will get dirty. So you do have to do some work on this once in a while, but it's not too bad. It actually does a really good job of mopping because of what it has installed. Anytime you take this tank off, you want to make sure and get it on correctly. Push it on and push it on until it clicks. That's probably the most important part. Make sure that's on and flush and click. Okay, let's turn it on its backside here. Let's install the side brush. They're color coded. They just snap on. Has a single brush roller. Once in a while you will have to take this out. It comes out very easy to clean it. Put this side back in. Put these ears in. There's where it auto empties. We got our drive wheels. We got a carpet sensor. These are the fall off sensors. You will have to clean these. You just have to wipe them off once in a while. And then here is the brush roller. Again, this is what's going to mop your floor. It can lift this brush roller. When it senses carpet, it'll lift this brush roller. It can lift it a 1/2 inch. That's pretty good. And then you can take this brush roller off and clean it. There's a little button here to push and it comes off. But again, it's going to be putting water. It's always going to have a clean surface. So it has clean surface, and then it picks up the dirt, and then it gets scraped off into the dirty water tank, and it just keeps doing that over and over. So it's going to pick the dirt up off your floor and put it into the dirty water tank. All right, let's measure how tall it is. It says it's 3.78 inches. Yeah, I would agree with that. 3.78, that's exactly what I got. All right, left to right, it's about 13. Front to back, it's about 13 and a half, almost 14. Now the dock front to back is about 18 inches. Left to right, you're gonna need about 15 inches. Height-wise, it is pretty tall. 27 inches. And you do need to lift these up a little bit to get them off. Not super high. But this one, yeah, you gotta lift this one up quite a bit to get it out. So almost the length. Let's measure this because you got to lift it up that length. So you got to lift it up another 9.5 inches. Okay, now it's time to map our house. This is the S1 Pro, even though it says mock, it is the Eufy. There's 3 main differences. The screen's a little different up here. The S1 Pro has ionizing water, and the sensor that senses obstacles is more advanced. But other than that, they're actually identical. So let's get this one set up. I've got it plugged in. I docked it. I make sure you turn it on underneath here. Let's get the Eufy Clean app and connect this to our Wi-Fi. Okay, here's the Eufy Clean app. Let's click the little plus button up here. We need to add the, see there's 2 different ones. There's a Pro and the S1. We need to add the S1. That's what I've got. I powered it on. Next. I have to hold that red button for 1 second. I did buy this with my own money. It was on sale for $800. Press that.
Wi-Fi has been reset.
All right.
Follow the instructions in the
Click that little check mark. Hit next. There. I want to connect to that one. It sees it. All right. Select your Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi light is still flashing. It's only 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but hit that little arrow, find the one you want. Now enter your password. Once your password's entered, hit next. Now don't be alarmed with this. It says your Wi-Fi or your password contains a space character. That's okay. My Wi-Fi SSID contains a space. That's not a big deal. So just click continue and you'll connect.
Connecting Wi-Fi.
And there'll probably be an update to do, so we'll see how the update goes. And it probably is a good idea to keep that stuff on, as this one did get a few scratches. All right, 25%. This is taking a little bit longer than normal. And here we are. Hit enter. Wrong one. There, okay. Yeah, it was the wrong one, sorry. So make sure you find the one. It says there is a new upgrade. Let's hit enter. See, make sure there's 1.65 feet clear on either side and 5 feet in front. Update now. Yeah, let's update it. It's going to 1.7.22. Or no. Upgrade now.
Please wait. System updating.
That didn't take very long at all. I'm going to turn auto upgrade on and then hit back. So we need to map our house first thing. I think you could hit clean, but all right, so I backed out and came in a few times. This is improvement control. I think it's going to upload files, like if your robot's been cleaning to help improve. You can agree or not agree, I'll agree. I really thought there was going to be a quick mapping function. I haven't seen that pop up. See, I've been backing out and going in. Let's go map management. There it is. Okay, so go back to the settings. You can probably do a start, but let's do a quick mapping. Click the little gear icon up here. Map management, multi-map saving. Yep, I have multiple floors. Quick mapping. This is what we want to quick right here. Get started.
Quick mapping.
All right, it's going to undock itself. Open up your doors, put chairs where they normally are, and you'll get a live view of it mapping your house. It's pretty cool how it does that LiDAR it does. This will, now don't follow it around, you could mess it up, but just sit back. It's going to let you know when it's done. This usually doesn't take super long. It's going to randomly go around your house and try to hit every room. And it should, even if it doesn't hit every room, as it cleans your house, like when you do a full cleaning, it should update. And don't worry about identifying where all the carpet is right now. It's not going to identify all the carpet right now. After you do a full cleaning, it'll know where this carpet begins and ends, because when you do a full cleaning, it's going the entire length. Here, it's just randomly going around. I'm getting ready to review this white X10 Pro Omni, but here it mapped. Look at that beautiful map. I love the color coordination. Again, it's not going to show you exactly where all the carpet is. We need to do a couple cleanings first. It's going to show us where the dock is. Now let's go in and modify these rooms. Click Edit Map. And we want to divide. I want to divide this room. Bring this red thing down and make sure it's solid. Hit the little check mark and it should divide that room. And then if you need to, like I do need to combine a couple rooms. Hit the little back arrow up here. Let's merge rooms. So this one and this one need merged. Hit merge and it'll make those into one room. Hit the back arrow. Again, now eventually you'll see your carpet where, you know, this is a big spot of carpet here, but eventually you will see that once it does a full cleaning. Name the rooms. This is important if you want to use those smart speakers. This one is the home office right there. Let's see, can we put custom? Yeah, we can put custom down here. I like when we can do custom names. That's the studio. Hit the check mark, and there it shows up. Hit the back arrow again. No-go zones. This is going to be super important. We can add these at a later date. We've got virtual wall, no-go zone, and no mop zone. All super important. A virtual wall, that means it won't go past. So I know over here, this is the stairs. So I don't want it to go past the stairs right there. Let's do a no-go zone. I know it's going to struggle. You can put a bunch of these wherever you want, but I know over here, actually where all these other robots are, I know it's going to struggle. So just put a no-go zone right here. Hit the little check mark up here at the top. And now that'll show up on the map right there. Whenever you're, yeah, there it is. And again, you could put a no mop zone. Like if you had a rug that was kind of getting in the way and was mopping it. Okay, so we're back here. We've got the map edited. Let's check out the settings. Click the settings. Okay, so what's available to us? We have multi-floor mapping. I could take this to the basement, have it map the basement. You would leave the base station on one floor and you just move the robot. Schedule, super important to put it on a schedule. Start time, when it's going to repeat, what it's going to do. Super, I always recommend schedules is the #1 thing I recommend. Cleaning history, where you can see where it can clean. Let's go to carpet settings. Okay. Carpet cleaning mode. Vacuum, this is the default. When a carpet is detected, the robot will automatically lift its mop module and switch to vacuum only, recommended for short pile carpets. Carpet avoidance, if you have really tall carpet, even with it lifting the mop pads, or the mop pad, it still could get it wet. So we'll do carpet vacuum only. Boost IQ, it's going to get really loud when it's on carpet, so you can turn that off. All right, let's do base station settings. Auto mop washing. How often the robot will return to the base station periodically to rinse the mop. The cleaning task will resume. 55 minutes. You could do by room, or it's not going to use a whole lot of water. You could go all the way up to 85 minutes or down to 20 minutes. I'm going to do about 26 minutes. Probably should leave it on the settings, or you could do it by room. Like if you wanted to clean the bathroom, and then when it comes to clean your kitchen, you wanted to clean the mop. That could be something that you would want. Hit save. Auto drying. It does use hot air. Standard is 4 hours. I thought we could change that. I didn't see how you could change that. Hold on. Oh, it's either quick dry or standard. One's 3 hours, I always try to do the lower one. Auto empty is on. Frequency, they have a smart mode, or you could do every 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I guess we leave it in smart. Empty mode, standard empty, or low noise empty. You want the base station to be loud or quiet when it empties the dustbin. I always want maximum because I want everything out of that dustbin. Auto add detergent is on. Okay, there's all the base station settings. I've never done manual controls, but you can move the robot. AI scene, let's see what, okay, this is on by default. This does not take pictures. It just pretty much uses sensors on the front to look for obstacles and identify them. Robot settings. Do not disturb. That's a super important one. Make sure that's on. This will start in the middle of the night if it didn't finish the job. I'm going to turn mine off because I've got it over here. Auto return cleaning. When the low battery prevents it from finishing the job, it'll go back charge and then finish. So if that's on, it could start in the middle of the night. High density, height detection. Adjust the robot's height detection sensitivity. This is kind of a new one to me. Medium mode. Balances capabilities with reduced risk of getting stuck. Safe mode minimizes the chances of getting stuck in low spaces. May skip areas. I'll leave it in medium mode. It won't go under a couch that it thinks it could get stuck. Oh, that's the height detection sensitivity. Child lock is off. Area units in square feet. Activity log. That's where you upload them. User expense. You can turn that back off if you want. Voice settings, you can change the voice. There's all kinds of voice. We went to AI settings, robot settings. Did I do no? Yeah, I did robot settings. Firmware update. Again, I've got that on automatically. Accessories. This is where you're gonna, the dirty water reservoir. I like that it oh, this is nice. So when the time comes, it kind of gives you, and even shows you a video. Nice. This is super helpful. And then you're gonna get pop-ups saying it's time to replace the brush roller after 180 hours. And there's usually even a spot where you can purchase. Yeah, extra nice. So I love how they do this part. Dirty water reservoir, cleaner, dust bag. Those are just replaced as needed. Doesn't give you a reminder. Help and contact, that's a user manual and some frequently asked questions. Find My Robot is there, and share. You can share this with other people. Okay, we're back to the base. This is when you open it, this is where it is. It shows you what it's doing. Now let's say you want to do a clean the entire house and you want to figure out what you want to do. So let's click this button. You can do fast, standard, or deep, vacuum and mop, vacuum only. I wish there was a mop only, but there's not. Suction, you got eco, standard, turbo, maximum. You can set all these. This does not have an AI mode that's going to figure it all out for you. Water level, I tend to go a little bit on the higher side of the water level. The standard cleaning pattern is pretty good, I think. And I usually do vacuum and mop. You could do, that's going to do the entire house. Let's do, you could do a room, do a couple rooms, and it'll do them in that order. And then you could also select what you want to do. And you could select each room. That's pretty nice. So you could vacuum, mop, and then you can do zones. So take this wherever you want it to do a zone cleaning. I think, yeah, you can add another zone. So say, you got two messes, you can do a zone and tell it, do you want it to vacuum, mop, or what do you want to do? Let's edit map. Okay, I don't think you can do sequence. Yeah, I guess not. That's where you change the maps. Map management, yeah. I thought you could change the sequence of the rooms, but I guess not. I'm finding I like that when robots will let you pick what rooms when you want to do the whole house, it'll let you do the rooms in a certain order. So here's some obstacles it found whenever it was, again, no picture, just says base, electrical cord. So that's what your obstacles are going to look like. Okay, let's have it go clean this little test area over here. So the first thing it's going to do is going to wash the mop pad. And it fills the internal water tank. Again, that light's glowing, but you're not getting the ionization water. It's mainly filling the robot up. I don't think it does a whole lot of washing of the roller.
Starting clean.
Okay, so I know I'm just showing you how it's going to work, but what I recommend you do is do an entire home clean on vacuum only. That way it will go around and find where all this carpet is and where the edges are, and that way you can fine tune your map even closer. Like it'll find that piece of carpet. If like this rug here, it would find. So what I'm doing here is just for fun, but the first thing you should do is have it clean your entire home on vacuum. You could do mop, that's fine too. It's just going to take longer. But you could do a quick, have it vacuum the entire house, and it'll find where all this edges are. And again, see, there's that brush roller. Spinning and getting the dirt. I mean, nothing, this thing works pretty amazing. I've always been super impressed with the Eufy S1. Eventually it may go under that, not really sure. Yeah, it does, good. So yeah, it's doing a good job of cleaning. I've got the vacuum on, I think medium or high, so it's a little loud. You could have it not vacuum as loud. Oh, they did away with the light. The Pro has a light on the side to let you know when it's mopping. That obstacle avoidance is pretty good. That can be pretty hard. You'd be surprised the robots that don't recognize that. And this one has a pretty cheap sensor. Well, I don't know how cheap, but it's different than the Pro. No, ran that thing over. So again, not perfect. And you can always pause it. Yeah. All right, let's go back. And again, I do have it on the wettest setting.
Positioning.
Yeah, it does a good job. We'll see on this big mud up here. It goes in nice straight lines. You could even have it do a tighter cleaning pattern, but this one is pretty good. And again, it's able to grab that mud and scrape it off into the dirty water tank. Wow, that's pretty good. It did leave a little bit, but if you had it on 2 passes and maybe on this one it would get it, yeah. Oh, look at that, it got it. Wow, that is impressive. So impressive. There was even some mud in that little crevice. So I think it's done. Yeah, there was some mud here. So it doesn't do the best on crevices. So like tile floor with big joints, it probably wouldn't do the best. This is vinyl plank flooring. And I love how the app shows us the obstacle. It doesn't say there was an obstacle there, but it shows us the cleaning pattern. In real time, you can see where the robot is. See if we can see it's coming to the dock. So this process takes 3 or 4 minutes. It's kind of a noisy process. It's going to collect the dust. Now that is pretty loud. I might put it on the slower setting, but you do want it to empty out. Now it's going to wash that mop roller. Now, how it does it, it's a little different than other robots. Typical robots use the base station. That sounded weird. Never heard that, but hopefully this is just break-in or something. But, yeah, I've never heard that before. Not sure what that was. So the robot cleans the brush roller. Typical robots will use the base station. They'll like spin the mop pads in a puddle of water in the base station, then the base station sucks the water out. This does not operate that way. It's putting water into the robot, but it's spinning the mop roller, and it's using that dirty water tank to collect all the dirty water that it's cleaning right now. And what you're going to see is here in just a little bit, all that water is going to shoot out into this little chamber and then get sucked up into the dirty water tank. So it's a little different. You don't have quite the biggest mess. But this takes a while, so just be patient. Here's kind of a close-up of the dirty water tank as it's filling up. Okay, here we go. Emptying all the dirty water. And everything's going up into the dirty water tank. Okay. Now it's going to start drying the mop pad. And you'll hear that fan. Now, don't be scared, but once it does turn that roller, it'll go zzz. So it's not very often, but it kind of will scare you a little bit. But you'll hear that constant fan blowing hot air onto the mop pad to dry it. Again, here's our dirty water tank. I have learned a secret. I've been starting to put some solutions. I'll talk about that later, but this is Listerine. So these dirty water tanks get to stinking so bad. I've seen this on TikTok and other platforms. So I did not invent it, but it does work. So just a little bit of Listerine. And, you know, every time you empty this out, put a little bit of Listerine in there. And it will help tremendously. Now, what I did find that works, downstairs I got an old one of these, and I filled it with Listerine. And then you just spray it in there, and that works the best. Yeah, the light turns red if something's wrong. That's kind of nice. You can tell it to come home from the dock. You can have it start a clean. There's to change modes. You can also do it from the robot. $800. This is a pretty good deal. I'll be doing a comparison with the Pro. It's, well, for a while, it was only $100 difference. I would just get the Pro. but there's nothing wrong with this one. If this was 800, and I think there was $200 difference. I don't remember. I get so confused on these sales. I can't keep up with them. They come and go. They come and go. Random times of the year. Now, Eufy is really good about putting stuff on sale for the big Amazon events that come in the spring and the summer and the fall and all that. So they typically go on sale around those big events, but they'll put stuff on sale at random times. So again, I'll put links to this underneath the show description notes. Check out my comparison. I need to do the comparison. I can't just talk about it. I actually need to put them side by side and check them out. I think the obstacle avoidance will be a little bit better. But anyway, I do appreciate your support. If you could, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. The links I put will take you to Amazon. If you click on the link, the product does not cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. I can buy these robots to give you my own personal opinion. Yep, it's a buy right now. Time will tell, but it's good. This new Eufy, this is I forget, it's got the vacuum in it. I'm on the fence on it right now. Got a lot. Now these are more expensive ones. The Roborocks and the Dreams. We got Saurus, X50, X40, lots of videos, comparisons. They released a white one of these. I'm not sure why. It looks nice, but I don't think anything's changed. I mean, did they change how it cleans? I've got the gray one, so I'll compare them, but I think this one's getting a little long in the tooth. I mean, there's some more advanced features out there, and this one's been pricing around $600. This is the X10 Pro Omni, so has its advantages, but it's a little long in the tooth. There's just been some other ones that do a better job mopping. So again, this is the unboxing. And kind of a first look. Sometimes I do the first look by itself. Sometimes I throw it in with the unboxing and how to set up. Never know what's it going to be. I like to put it in here a little bit because people like unbox it and then they're like, oh, it's making a strange noise. And then they can find that in the unboxing video. So, and there was a strange noise. So if yours makes that, I hope it doesn't make it anymore. I mean, if it does, I may have to send it back. That was pretty loud. So again, love, this studio would not be possible without everybody's support. Again, using those links really does help me out. I do get a small commission from when people buy these robots. I buy them with my own money, do all kinds of videos, how-tos, how to clean them. You know, I'll show you how to, I'll use that thing for 3 months and then I'll do the complete cleaning on it. So again, I really want to be your person to go to for robot vacuum cleaners. I do other vacuum cleaners also, so I'm not just strictly robot vacuum cleaners. But again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. Again, if you could, please like, subscribe, and thanks so much.